Is it really time to trade Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics? That is a question that I think is being raised by a lot of people after what we witnessed. So we had him Game 7 Eastern Conference performance that was probably the best all time. 8 turnovers, 1 from 8 from 3, 8 from 23 from the field, 5 personal fouls. That is the best performance that I've ever seen if it was on the April Fool's Day. This performance, he pretty much cost them the game. Even in the interview, he admitted that it was his time to step up when Jason Tatum went down with that ankle injury, and he pretty much failed the team with him playing hero ball. You know, I'm watching it back and I'm just seeing that Jaylen Brown was taking some really tough shots for no reason, and in a Game 7 situation where it's you heading to the NBA Finals, I think he was trying to be that guy, but you're not that guy, pal. This is a question that is being legitimately raised. Should the Boston Celtics trade him to another team, and who are the Boston Celtics really getting in return? And I think after this performance, that is going to be something that his trade value might be really going down, because in this Eastern Conference Finals, he had a 3-point percentage of 16.3. That's pretty bad. For this Boston Celtics team, a lot of people just really want to split up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But then you also have the people out there that are saying, well, Jaylen Brown has been on this team for a long time, and he hasn't really been the second player on the team to kind of just step up when Jason Tatum doesn't have those nights. So maybe they want another star like DeMar DeRozan. Maybe they want another star like DeJounte Murray to kind of get them a championship. They've been to the finals. They've been to the Eastern Conference multiple times. A lot of people are saying, you know, Jaylen Brown, it's time for you to go. However, Jaylen Brown in this 2022 to 2023 regular season actually did fairly good in my opinion. 26 points per game. He was an all-star, and I think there are times he just looked like a flat-out superstar. Even if Jaylen Brown gets traded to another team, I think that he's going to end up being a very, very good player on that other team. This is going to be a really tough decision for the Boston Celtics to make. And with this performance, I think his trade value is just going to go extremely down, because at one point he was in trade talks for KD. That is just as crazy, and that is not the trades that the Boston Celtics are going to be getting this offseason. I think players like DeJounte Murray, DeMar DeRozan, who for the Chicago Bulls is probably going to be splitting up with, those two players are still on the same level as Jaylen Brown. DeMar DeRozan, you know, he was in the MVP conversation at one point, but in terms of who I think is going to end up as a better player, I would say that Jaylen Brown is probably going to be ending up as the better player than DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan has his time on the Toronto Raptors, Chicago Bulls. Jaylen Brown, I'm looking at third pick in the 2016 NBA draft. Amazing player right there. And DeJounte Murray, you know, he's going to be bringing his defense and three-point shot. Is that really a player that the Celtics want just to split up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? I'm not sure about that one. You know, Jaylen Brown still has amazing potential. They've been to the finals before with each other. Jason Tatum in a post-game interview even said that he wants to extend Jaylen Brown. I don't think that Jason Tatum wants Jaylen Brown to lead this team, and that's because he notices how big of a potential that Jaylen Brown has. Like I said, they've been to the finals before in a very, very winnable NBA Finals versus the Golden State Warriors, and that is the kind of theme for the Boston Celtics. They've been in a lot of different situations which was very, very winnable. Going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers 2018, where LeBron James just had a crazy performance. Game 7, they were one LeBron James performance off of going to the NBA Finals. There are in a lot of other situations in years where they couldn't have won a championship. They just have so much potential, and a major problem with this team is they kind of just let up. That is 100% what you was witnessing in this series versus the Miami Heat, because how did they go down 3-0 and come back to tie it Game 7? That is because they were 100% more talented, but they were not the better team. They were not the better team at all because of their coaching and just willpower from the Miami Heat. It's just going to come down to Jason Tatum's and Jaylen Brown's mentality going forward in the future. I don't think this is a talent thing. I really don't think it is. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, one of the most talented duos in the entire NBA. Is that something you just want to split up just because you don't think they have the ability to win? I don't think so. I think they should go at least one more year, see where things goes. I think if the Celtics run it back next year, they're probably going to win. Best defense probably in the NBA. They got shooters all around. And in this game, they probably just lost because they were shooting way too much three-pointers, and like I said, it didn't look like they took things as serious as they should. That probably does come from the top with Joe Mazzulla. It doesn't really come down to talent. They should 100% run it back. They got Derek White, they got Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Malcolm Brogdon. Very, very talented team, and it would probably be a stupid and dumb decision if they traded Jaylen Brown and kind of blew it up and traded other players. Do not do that at all. This is a very good team. To the people that just want to see Jaylen Brown traded, I feel you're comfortable. I want to see him on the Atlanta Hawks, but no. The question of this video, is it time to trade Jaylen Brown? It is not. Give it at least one more year, see where things goes. But with that being said, I think that is gonna wrap up things with this video. What do you guys think about Jaylen Brown? Do you think it is time to trade Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics? Do not forget to like and subscribe for a cookie. I'm gonna be giving you that. Josh 3 Arch, shut him out.